It's not that critical what I'm doing, it's just some spikes to hold a bit of wood. But might as well have it looking somewhere near symmetrical. Got to drill through the weld on this bit. I do like these keyless chucks. No chuck heater loss. Just a cheap Chinese one. It's chuck like this with a mandrel on, about £25. You can't go wrong for a pedestal drill. I'm more than accurate enough. Try and clean it up as I'm going, the thickest of it anyway, and then once a week I sort of have a proper clean up. Drill back where it lives, lift up the box. Basically the same as the last set of spikes I made, except I've got a bit of 12mm stainless bar for these ones, just because I've got it given. If I've got to have it, I might as well use it. That one on the end again. This is stainless. Still using the same high speed steel tool. Cuts it no problem at all, as long as it's nice and sharp. A lot of people think you've got to use a tip tool. You haven't got to use a tip tool. Mine for years and years for high speed steel. It's an excellent cheap alternative. No really critical dimension, it's just what I fancy. I've made one before, it worked great. Put a bit of board on the bed, so if the hacksaw goes driving through, it'll just hit the bit of wood, not mark the bed. If I run this fast, I'll get a better finish. I love machined stainless. Some people don't like it, I do. It's hard not to get a finish on stainless. We've got over the box section. As you can see, it's covered in black stuff. They call it black stuff mill scale. The MIG welder will go straight through that, but you might as well take it off for what it takes to remove it. Just give it a little tickle with a grinder. Pins are a nice fit. A little bit prouder, well done too. Well, that's made of steel, and the pins are stainless steel. I don't know what grade of stainless steel it is. It's the grade they use for making exhaust hangers for rally cars, top quality exhaust with. It's a grade of stainless I get for nothing, so that's what I use. I welded a lot of this with mild steel wire to ordinary mild steel and had no problems. I know somebody's bound to write in saying that it's wrong. It's not a nuclear reactor. It's a thing for holding logs to cut them. It doesn't make a difference. If it was something important, pressure vessel would find out. Quite a fearsome device. My welding bench is all steel. I've got an earth clamp on the side of it. It still pays you to put the earth on the job. You need really good earth. The problems are, welding problems are poor earths. I'm going to try and put a welding screen on the camera and so I can get some decent close-ups of welding this. I don't think that'll go in anywhere. Once again, I've got one of the keyless chucks, this time on an R8. If I need something really accurate, I'll use a collet, but for normal drilling work I find this ideal. This is my homemade edge finder. It's just a ball bearing on a shaft. I've just made this one. I gave you that one away to Keith Fenner, his toolbox giveaway. Find the end of the bar first. Soon that stops turning. There. And zero the x-axis on the DRO. Zero the y-axis. That side. Touch in there. Got a reading of 2.44. Change it to millimetres. 62. Half 62 is 31. So if I wind that in. .31. That should be the middle. I've locked the y-axis. Oh no, it's in the middle. Right on the end. I want holes in the art of 2 inches, so we'll change this to Imperial. Right. Make it every inch and a half. Like I say, it's not critical, I'm making it up as I go along. Inch and a half. Next one will be 3. I could have marked this out in centre pocket and done it with a pencil drill, but this says marking out, it says centre pocket. I've got the gear and I'll use it with a bit of oil. Got the job backed up out of the vase, but I didn't want to drill into the vase, so I put a bit of scrap on there just in case. It's a 10.5mm drill, just playing with this, effortless. Good tip, your cutting oil, put a weight in the bottom of it, stops you getting knocked over. Just deburr the holes. I've got a cordless drill with a countersink in, it's there all the time. This knocks any rags off. Got no long 10mm bolt, so I've got a length of studding I can use. I don't like using studding, but it'll do the job. What I'll do, I'll weld a nut on one end. Just weld a nut on the end. Starting to look like something now, like a steel iron board. Ah, you bastard. fault of too many of these clamps.